However, I think this topic should be important to you because of course we're called to be a blessing to other people. Of course we are called to reflect God's love through us. I mean, God says the greatest of all of the commandments that He's given us is to love one another. So what does that look like practically? That's what I'm going to share with you today. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm still sick, so excuse my raspy voice. But today's video is the last day of videos in our Valentine's Day collaboration where myself, Happy Homelife, the Joyful Homemaker, and Taming the Frizz have shared some really awesome videos. Today I'm going to share with you 3 steps to allow God to bless someone or love someone through you. And both Happy Homelife and the Joyful Homemaker are sharing a video on how to be a blessing to your husband. So they're giving you husband related tips and I'm giving you 3 steps to allow God to love someone else through you. I hope that you find this video encouraging and helpful. Oh my gosh, don't you hate when there's like a hair on your arm and you just feel it tickling you? I hate when I'm working out and there's like a hair on my leg or on my arm and I cannot find it. Isn't that the worst, like right now? All right guys, let's get started. Also really quick, obviously there's no set formula to allow God to love people through you. God can love and bless people through you 1,000 different ways. These are just 3 things that I found to be incredibly helpful, and when I do these things, I'm loving so many more people and God is really touching more people through me. The first thing I have for you to allow God to love more people through you is to focus on your own relationship with God. Because if we are disconnected from God, we are going to be focusing on our needs, we're going to be focusing on our problems, our lives, me. And when we forget, when we get disconnected from God and aren't connected to Him in our relationship, we are almost always focused on ourselves all the time. We're focused in on our problems, maybe even our dreams and our desires in life. But we're not thinking outwardly, we're not thinking about loving other people, we're not thinking about letting God love people through us and just impacting the world that way. I'm speaking from experience. When I'm not connected with God, I'm focused in on myself. So I imagine it's that way for others too. But when we are really connected with God, when we have a thriving relationship with Him, or even just a good morning with Him, we're so much more available to be used by Him throughout the day. We're connected with Him, we're walking with Him, we're talking with Him throughout our day. We're not looking for our needs to be met by people around us. We're thinking about what we can give to people because our needs are being met by God each day. So if you think about it, if we're not getting our cups filled by Him, we can't be overflowing to other people. Also, just go deep with God. Go into your past, go into those hurts and allow Him to heal those, because those things really can hinder us in how much we can offer to other people. And I really believe that the greatest thing we can do is to be loved by God, and it's so important to actually receive the love that we're trying to give away to other people. So be loved by God, focus on your relationship with Him and connecting with Him, sharing your heart with Him so that you are actually available and willing and have the eyes to see and love other people. Step number 2, let me guess, you are going through something in your life right now. You have some sort of trial you're facing. Maybe it's a whole season of your life. Maybe it's just the struggle of trying to stay afloat in motherhood. Maybe it is at work. Maybe it's in another relationship. Maybe it's a health issue. Whatever it is, you are going through something. You are not the only person going through something. Everyone around you is going through something. And so often in our days, we're just focused in on the struggle that we have in front of us, and our thoughts are fixated on that. When we allow God to meet our needs and meet those needs, like in the first tip I mentioned, the second part is looking outside of yourself and seeing the people around you. Actually taking the time to, let's say it's people in your family, you know their journey more than many other people. You know what they're going through. Maybe they've been battling a chronic health disorder for a long time and you just know what they've gone through. Maybe they've had a lot of financial crises and have lost their home, or maybe they've been unemployed for years and had to settle for a job way below their experience or something like that. Take the time to notice other people's stories, to notice where they're at in their journey, to notice the burdens they've been shouldering, to notice the perseverance they've had and everything. Life is hard and we're all doing the best we can. When we're going through something, which is most of the time just on different scales, it feels so good to be noticed by people. And I feel like that is how God is with us. You know, God knows exactly where we're at. And when we can extend that perspective of love towards someone else in their situation, that is such a blessing to them, and it just reminds them that they're not alone and God sees them and sees where they're at. Take the time to learn someone's story, or if it's someone's story you already know, take the time to speak into that and to encourage that and to let them know you see them, you see what they're going through, and just make yourself available to them. Take your eyes off yourself and have a heart for that person and allow God to show you his perspective on that person, to show you how much he loves them. Allow him to speak to you his thoughts about their situation, and allow that encouragement and God's love to flow through you in your words and what you share with them, or even taking all of that and just praying for them, praying into their situation. That is truly an incredible way to love someone. Okay, the last step might sound obvious, but I don't do this a lot of the time, and that is to actually ask God, how can I love this person? You know this person. Not only did you make them, but you know where they're at exactly right now. You know the little things that speak to them, that move their heart, that really touch them. And you know, God, what could make this person feel really loved right now and what they really need. Again, this could be for a stranger or someone you know. It could be for your spouse. It could be for a parent. It could be for a friend or someone you just met on the street. But actually ask God that and be quiet and wait for him to respond and see what sort of impression you get. Once you get an impression, even if you're not sure, just go for it. God will be smiling so big to see you doing that and to see you having that desire to love other people. Maybe you'll get a picture in your head. Maybe something will come to mind right away, but God would love to share with you ways to love people. That is something that God wants to talk to you about. Naturally, we often love people in the ways that speak to us and in the ways that we receive love. And while there's nothing wrong with that, it's so special to glean God's heart on how a person could be loved best in that moment. Asking God, how can I love someone? There's nothing more fun than blessing people and loving people and getting that specific bit of wisdom from God. Maybe God will tell you, go wash your spouse's car. You don't know, maybe that's been on their mind for weeks and been stressing them out. Maybe he'll say, offer to clean out their fridge or something totally random. Or maybe he'll say, offer to that couple to watch their kids so they can go out on a date night. You have no idea what's going on and they could really need that. Maybe he'll tell you to tell them something super simple that you don't completely understand. Maybe it's that they do a great job taking care of their home. It really could be anything, but you have no idea the thoughts that have been going through their head that day or that week, but God does, and he can speak into that if you ask him. God knows people's needs and knows how people need to be loved. So invite him into that equation. And there's honestly nothing more fun than taking a chance in loving someone. It can be scary if it's not clear to you why you'd be saying something to someone or why you'd be offering to do something for them. But honestly, what is there to lose? Just take a chance with what you believe God is telling you to do for this person. And since it's coming out of a place of love, there truly is no wrong. And then just keep going with it. Keep seeing who you can love. Keep seeing these people. Keep working on your relationship with God and keep asking him, God, how can I love my spouse? God, how can I love my child? God, how can I love my mother? How can I love these people? After all, again, this is what we're here for on this earth, is to be a picture of him and his love. And there's nothing more God or more a picture of God than loving other people, especially in those personal, beautiful ways. All right, guys, I hope this video encouraged you and inspired you, and you feel moved and want to just be a vessel and allow God to love and touch more people through you. God can do so much through you and make such a difference in so many lives around you and I if we just let him in, make that space for him, and offer ourselves to him. So let's do it. Let's do this together, and let's let God make a difference in this world through us by loving people. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this. I make videos like this a lot, so definitely subscribe, and please go check out the other women's channels and watch the videos that we have all shared this week. I'm sure they'll really inspire you and touch you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Did you do a poo-poo? Oh, I love you. I love you. Is that you? Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, you good guy. Kiss a boy.